our dough, chaps. We've done our dough.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Odds. We're recording on a Thursday for the Saturday races upcoming. This is me, Alex Jusek, as usual, allocating our mythical $50. Well, it's not mythical, it's real, but it's the hallowed 50 on the races on the weekend, $20 on sport. And what I can say is that the AFL season cannot come back quick enough because I've been trying my hand at NRL, EPL, NBL, all these sports I know nothing about, just to try and get some bonus bets to feed money back into the racing pool, but it hasn't been coming off lately. So AFL, the thing that I know at least something about, is about a week away, but this week is excellent because we have the NRL same game multi where you get money back regardless. So that's huge. But anyway, getting started with last week, a lot of winners early. We got back about 46 out of the 50. Shanwa was awesome. Miss Aria was a close second. We had a lot of other short-priced favourite-ish winners. Early Tropicus was great. Things sort of petered out a bit in the later races. I wasn't really on it in the Oakley Plate or the Blue Diamond. So happy to get back to 46. The keeps are sort of loaded for this week. The EPL was a sad result. 3 legs, $20 on it. Only got one of them. Arsenal lost. 20 shots on goal as a $1.27 favourite, and they lost 0-1 to Wolves. So just wild. So nothing back there. Overall on sport, we're down 77 now in dollars for the year. On racing, we are up $213, which translates to 11.5%. Overall, we're up about 5.5%. And the ASICs that we've been fighting against have been down for the past few weeks, and they actually had a tumble this week from about 10.5% to about 7.5%. So you're not too far away. This sports bet where we're going to get bonus bets back regardless is going to be great. So that's the state of play. This week is really good racing at Flemington. Australian Guineas, I do believe, 600 metres, yes. English Sprint, good races in Sydney all the way through. So it's going to be heavily at Melbourne because it's sort of more the horses I know. And Sydney's also great. So starting with Flemington race 1, small field. Shining Smile's the favourite. Last started, just edged out Tetanus, which went on to almost win the Blue Diamond. Really good form. I feel like Shining Smile likes the straight. It's been up for a while. It's got a lot of weight here, 59, compared to a few of these other ones. Marset and Xenia have both won trials and look good. Jenni Moo is the one for me because it made a lot of ground last time behind in Karuna when there wasn't a lot of ground to be made by other horses from the same position. And I think that down the straight, it could potentially get a pretty good run and just chug and make up a lot of ground here. So at $7.50, I like that out of the Clinton methodology. With Craig on board. A few of these favorites. Cavalry Girl looked good last start. Not sure what it beat, whether it should be the 320 that it is. Shining Smile is a deserved favourite, but I feel like with the 59, I'd rather be on something else. So for me, Jenni Moo. And I'll do a Quinella with a few of these other first starters with decent trial forms. So number 4, Prestige Forever. And then number 8, Xenia. And number 9, Marset. So 4, 6, 8, and 9. And then a trifecta for the same, but with throwing Cavalry Girl number 5 for third. If Shining Smile runs anywhere, it's not going to pay a lot. So no super loss. Race 2, 2,000 metres. Rebel Ira just keeps winning. And I'm looking at this horse thinking, okay, a year or two from now, this is going to be winning some good 2,000 metre to over 100 metre races. Could be a future Caulfield Cup contender. At the moment, though, is this value of a 230? The way that it won last time, getting out of trouble, running away, it's probably a good favourite to keep on backing. But it's got 59.5 kilos, barrier 11. I'd rather be on number 16, Shining New Deal. This wasn't far away from Rebel Ira a few starts ago. They were level pegging and there was about a third of a length between them. Last time Shining New Deal was held up for a run for a long time, and then when it did get free, it was pretty good. Just with 54 kilos, with Craig Williams aboard after they'd had a different jockey on for sort of the whole way. Logan Bates, inserting Craig Williams into the deal from Verry, I think it's great. I love the $9, so that's going to be a strong each way bet. Perfect Play's been decent. Last time it sort of got beaten off, waiting for size. I think you can forgive that. At $10, it's probably value. Perfectly Drawn barrier 6. Steel Run's interesting. The form from last prep was great when it beat Hanafubuki, one of my favourite horses. Now at Flemington, looked really good, like a world beater. Curious that it's first up over 2,000. It's had 2 trials over 1,200, and then, now first up over 2,000. It's definitely going to be better later in this prep, but I would still be putting it into all Quinellas. And then some of these other ones in the market we're looking at here, Revelare, Bird Dubai, I think needs further. Ghetto Superstar was good last time, might not run up to that level again. My Brother's Keeper's a good horse around the mark. Matisse, very handy in this distance range. It's had 2 starts this prep to sort of get ready. It's not necessarily going to win, but I'd have a place bet at the $34. $7 for a place could easily run a place. So Quinella for 2, 3, 10, 11, and 16. And then each round shining new deal. And then small place bet on Matisse. That's race 2. Race 3, small field, back down the straight. Pretty tricky one. Curran's had a long layoff. Midwest is around the mark. Bossing Ick was good winning last time. She's got Pizzazz, 440. Can't really fault the form. Some good trials. One at Caulfield. The one that stands out to me is Bandit Brothers. It's down in grade. Really good horse. It does compete against some top liners like Ray Magnario, placed in the Oakley Plate last week. Good third by Royal Insignia. It's been running in group grade. Second behind Sweethearted, a sectional superstar, as we've heard. So to me, the $5 there is outstanding. I like it down the straight. Love the Elleegant colours. So each way on Bandit Brothers. And then a Quinella for 4 and 7, just straight out Bandit Brothers. And she's got Pizzazz. And then trifecta 4 and 7 to win. Field for second, in case that Quinella doesn't work. And then the same 4 and 7 for third. So we're banking on either first and second or first and third. Not a great betting race, but yeah, something in Bandit Brothers for sure. Race 4 over the 1,200, back down the straight again, 78 grade. This one's cool. Top Caliber was scratched last week. I feel like the wins in Adelaide aren't as good as they look. Craig Williams on board, Verry 14. This is a big field down the straight. A lot can go right, a lot can go wrong. I wouldn't be taking the 420 at all. I don't think what it beat was any good. One of the races, the third place getter was Pyro, which is a my race horse that like generates out of micro share, and I've watched this horse run. It's not that great, so I just don't think the form's that good. Picargo, there are some long shots in this race that are just baffling as to why the odds they are. Like Picargo is a decent sort of sprinting horse that, yes, it is 8 years old, 30 placings out of 50, 10 wins out of 50 starts. It's been only a few lengths off the rest. Like, it was 3 lengths behind Prairie Flower, who ran out Oakley Plate. Like, I don't think this should be 100 to 1. I think that could easily pick up like a third or a fourth and inject some massive value into exotics. Same deal for Master Montaro. Placed 14 starts out of 39. 3 starts here at Flemington, place every time, and that's $71, 16 for a place. So definite, I'll be having place bets, small place bets on number 1 Picargo, number 4 Master Montaro. The favourites are sort of apart from Top Caliber, LAU, 9 starts for 3 wins and 6 placings, deservedly $4.60. It's just a big field. It's just like a lot could really happen here. So Shane as well, that's previously been a good horse. Placed 3 from 4 here at Flemington, paying 26. I'll be having something on that each way as well. So yeah, place bets for Cargo, place bets Master Montaro, and then each one else Shame, and then a big Quinella for 1 Picargo, 4 Master Montaro, 5 LU, 15 Shame, and then an honourable mention to 7 Prads and Spirit, 8 Wolfie. This is just a great full of value, so find something you like, but there's sort of my suggestions of sorts. Race 5, back down the straight again. This is a straight heavy day. This is, you're gonna watch these first few races and really get to know how does it play inside, outside, what the go is. I just want to say, straight away, we're going to find out how good Matisse and Clean Energy are here. Clean Energy's look great, and it's 2 wins. Matisse, on the other hand, been running in top grade. Like, the horses that this is still running behind. Another, the Prophet, Zayton, when it was in really good form. 2 Dunnsy, which was placed last week. I just think the drop in grade. I think the 950 is great. Rich Dottie, I would have for the place. That's had some good wins, peppered throughout a few battling sort of starts. Stellato, number 7. Sounds very similar to a horse that I loved 20 years ago called Stellato. This is Silla, so 2 starts, 2 wins. It's been very green. It's been won really well both times, but it can't really be that green against a field like this. Hopefully it's sort of a bit more professional, but yeah, that's got full of talent. Kadeem, number 8, sort of, that's been running well. That's a good chance. Escarpa made up huge ground last time. Verry one's a bit tricky. Could be sort of impeded and not be able to make up that ground, but that's certainly got a lot of ability. And number 14, Aha, 33-1, but the race replays are a lot better than that, and that's going to go forward, and who knows how long it might be there. So each way Matisse, place bet on Rich Dottie, number 3, and then a Quinella for 1, 2, 3, 8, and 10. Sorry, 7, 8, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 10. Good race. Matisse. Race 6, 1400 metres, 84 grade. Big field. Tricky. Acid Wash was good winning at Moonee Valley. That form might not stand up. Wonder Boy's been a bit lackluster, but in better races. Drops in grade significantly here, so that $9 is really good. Don't write it off. Kappa 39 has been really consistent. Name Dropper's going to go forward, so is England from unideal barriers, which is tricky at the 1400, so that's probably why they're 9 and 7. Helsing's great value. The international form was good. It's sort of, if it can find anything near that, the $11 to the place is really good. And then LaFerrari is just a bit of a favourite of mine. I always have something each way. It's paying 20s. It doesn't necessarily love Flemington anymore. It's had 6 stars here now just for that 1 win. But it's just a horse and a sentimental value to me. So each way LaFerrari, something for the place on Helsing, if it can recapture that form. And then a Quinella for 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 12. I would be leaning away from Acid Wash. I just want to see it against a field like this. Wonder Boy, very good value. Might have something for the win on that if there's other scratch-ins. As per last week, my bets will be uploaded into the YouTube comments just to account for any scratchings. Race 7, Blamey Stakes, small field. I think this one, the question here to ask is, what is the best 1600 metre horse in this race? Probably not attrition. Just Spoke doesn't want to dry. Future History will be better over longer ground. Same for Zardozi. I think it's plenty of ammo. I think that it was really good last prep. It's had a trial. I really like it over the 1600. I think it'll be sort of a tough, turn me loose sort of Flemington horse in the future. Nuggets are running in better races, and this is a bit of a drop-in grade for it, so that is also a bit of value. Stapati's been running great, deserves a win, could get it here. A 370 is just maybe a little bit too short for a horse that doesn't win that often. Virtuous Circle will be running on, but maybe needs a bit of a weaker field, but that's a horse that will win a good race. You just always know that it's going to win some sort of race. Sometime, somewhere, somehow. Poison Chalice, another consistent horse at Flemington in this grade, maybe not, but certainly a place chance. Place to Carousel has been a bit disappointing, but it's had 2 win trials recently, so here we're going to get to see, is it the real deal? How's it going to go? And then Marble Arch yesterday running well against that thing. So I think, getting back to it, plenty of ammo is the each way bet. I think it is the best miler here. And then I'll be doing Quinella with plenty of ammo and Nugget as standouts, and then have those with themselves, and then 7's to Party, 8 Virtuous Circle, 9 Poison Chalice, 10 Place to Carousel. But yes, good press to watch as well. Race 8, the Australian Guineas. This is really open. A lot of chances. So Gold Rush Guru probably wants more ground. Sabably, I really like New Zealand form. I think people have gone off a little bit after the third to hear the shock last time, but I think this is a serious miler that they brought across for a good reason. Feroce's in the mix, Angel Capital. Headline maybe wants more ground, more that 1800, 2000, but shouldn't be $23 for sure. Opening address could be something I'd throw into a Quinella. I don't think it's going to necessarily win around a place, but it could be like a value runner to throw in. It's paying 50. So Sea Pals was so impressive last time, which we had. Whether it, now it's favourites, it's a little bit of a different ball game. And then down the bottom, No Strings Attached was really good, winning at Sandown. being Sacred Rocks. I'm just looking for outsiders of note. That's paying 60. That's something to look out for. Red Aces wants more ground, point and shoot. Interesting to weigh up that sort of Sydney 80 restricted grade form to this. I think that the class is really up top with Sabagli for Roche handicap in line. That's where I'd be making most of the Quinellas. So each way Sabagli up 2, and then Quinella for 2, 3, 4, 5. Throw in the 9, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 12, and 18. So big Quinella. And then race 9, the sprint. I'm just going to leave that. The big field, I'd rather spend the money in Sydney. I would just have $1 on Princess Q for the place. Currently it's 60 to 1, pay 14 for the place. That beat something good, Sweethearted, a few steps back. So you've got to be a decent horse to do that. So I just have a small placement on Princess Q from Verry 1. Race 10 is a write-off. Going straight over to Randwick. Skipping race 1, big field. Skipping race 2, big field. Race 3, just something on Spring Lee. So 3 starts back this prep. Probably ready to win. It's a favourite at $2.30. Just a win bet. We get bonus steps back. Perfect scenario. Race 4, a bit of a ditto situation. Shaggy should get a reasonably easy lead. It booty clear last time. River Lead has a run on. Save a few of the other ones. Bit untried. Comedy Man of a stack of ground against the pattern last time. So that's my pick for each way is Comedy. Shaggy's a good favourite. You could easily do that. River Lead from Barrier 10 might get too far back. Shaggy might just set too strong a pace. The same could happen for Comedy, but I just would rather take that at the $6. I think the value differential is pretty good. That's race 4, the Skyline Stakes Group 2. The group races keep on flowing. The first 5 swing race. Incaruna was good last time. Same for Artistic Venture. I wish I'd had more for the place on that because I did like it. It only narrowly got the 3rd, but still. Price tags, good value for the win if you like that at the $9.50 that they've brought up. Karinska and Mahuna, both 20 to 1. Both had good wins in lesser grey. Lightly raced, only one win for Karinska and 1 win for Mahuna each. But yeah, that's value. So I have each way on Karinska. You could do the place on Artistic Venture. Some of these ones down the bottom, Wood and Lass has had 2 trials for a first and a second, and 20. So that Wood and Bassett, I haven't heard of this side before. I'll need to do a bit more digging into bloodlines, but that's interesting with Natural Will on board. And then number 14, You're the Choice. Watch the replay of them. The maiden at Newcastle wasn't bad. Good fighting second to Frostfire, 150 to 1 casually, $28 for the place. So I mean that's of interest to exotics and for place bets. Sits or Miss is a good favourite with J-Mac on board. So yeah, for me, Quinella, 3 Artistic Venture, 4 Incaruna, 7 price or limit price tag. So 3, 4, 8 Karinska, 9 Mahuna, and 11 Sits or Miss, 14 You're the Choice. Big Quinella, hopefully we just get something back. Each way on Karinska. And then race 6, Guy Walter Stakes, 1400 Group 2. I think the market's got this right between Amelia's Jewel and Alsafina. They're both going to be good horses this prep. I'll do win bet on Amelia's Jewel, strong favourite, good favourite, and then a trifecta 1 and 3, 1 and 3 into the field. I expect them to run first and second. Race 7. This is a really good race, the Surround Stakes, 1400 Group 1. Lady Shenandoah is a massive favourite. $1.60, probably a bit too short. I know it's a good horse, but this is a good field. And moving out, made good ground when it ran in New Zealand. Progressed from winning a maiden by a couple of lengths to running a placing in a Group 1 over 1600 behind Captured by Love. Pretty amazing. It's had 2 trials and run last, but and it was certainly one more ground. I'd be having like $1 the place just to see. Could turn things around. Lilac, which I've followed since last prep, it's had 2 runs here. Hasn't really set the world on fire, but I feel like it's getting ready for big things, and it wants the 1400, so definitely each one on Lilac at $16 is the way to go. Sable Azura, that's paying 20. High Class also running in better races, not better races than this, but sort of better races than a few contemporaries it competes against. And Dominator is a must for a place bet. They're running in Group 1 behind Enough Profit. Third before that in a Group 3 behind Zaytung. Likes first up. We're placing for 2 runs. So definite place bet there. So place bet moving out, number 4. Place bet number 13, Dominator. each one on Lilac number 6, and then the Quinella leading the favourites aside, which are Lady Shenandoah and Lady Killot, the two ladies. Quinella to 4, 6, 7, 11 Decleashy Boulevard, that can be forgotten at 34, and 13 Dominator. It's just a race of great value. Lady Shenandoah, $1.60 is very short. It's going to be sort of, I mean, it is perfectly drawn and probably sit 3rd or 4th and get a good run. There could be a bit of extra speed from Manal. Lilac will also go forward. The Clichy Boulevard, keep an eye on. It's placed 5 from 7. Wasn't far behind Lilac in Melbourne during the spring. So, great race to watch. And then that runs us out of money. But just a little preview on the Verry Elleegants. The previous time they ran, these horses all ran against each other in Via Sistina and Fangirl. It was a question of who was the better 1400-metre horse, and it was Fangirl that day, which we thought. Now they're over the 1600. It's probably getting into Via Sistina territory, but no one's really a leader in this. They're all run on Cheetah Wolf, Fangirl, Via Sistina. Lindemann could get a pretty easy lead and run with place, and also featuring exotics. But probably not a good betting race for me. I just don't know. And then race 9 and race 10 I'll leave. So that's the full 50. And then sport-wise, thank goodness for this NRL promo. It sort of brought things back to some sort of sense of normality. Even though I don't know these people. But we're doing a 3-leg multi on this Raiders versus Warriors game in Vegas. So Jamal Fogarty to score 4 or more points. That was short of like $1.15. Luke Metcalf to score 6 or more points, feels like $1.30. And then an ABC player to score a try, KO Weeks, Ali Leatua and Matt Tomoko. That was about $1.40 for one of those guys to score a try. So odds of $2.37. So $20 on that. So around about 47 back. So excellent racing in both states, especially Flemington. Especially Sydney. That Lady of Camelot race is a real standout race for the weekend. So good luck to you. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have $20 of bonus bets from the sport next week. Hallelujah to use. We now have the chance to get the profits back above double digits with this guaranteed $20 of bonus bets from the NRL. Also, AFL playing back, we can turn around this negative $77, get that back into the positive. And then looking at getting this overall profit above 10%. Again, it's been too long. So have a great betting session this weekend, and we will be back next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.
And then came Sweet Liaison as they turned for home. Jefferson, he's been in fun every inch of the way. He's out like 2.